Hey, today, what do you say we have a look at the 1978 Michael Myers 1/6 scale figure from Trick or Treat Studios? All right, so yeah, this is the figure we're going to be having a look at from Trick or Treat Studios, as you can see right there, Trick or Treat Studios. Cool little box art. The movie poster, I guess, is represented there. The night he came home. So 1/6 scale Michael Myers figure. Back of the box right there, a shadowy silhouette of Michael Myers himself. Ages 17 and up, so adult collectible. Because you kind of don't want to hand a $125 figure to a kid and say, hey, go have fun. Unless it's a really responsible kid. But anyway, our sculptor is Justin Mabry, so I'm going to guess he worked on the head. Additional sculpting by Alex Bay. I'm not... Is that Alex Bay? Alex Ray. Apologize. Clothing design by Tanila Ares. So you can check those yourself right there. And then, of course, we have a book-style case with a magnet closing. And our figures in there, which we really can't see much of, so we'll get him out of the box here very shortly. And on the inset of this flap here, it says, I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason. No conscience. No understanding, even the most rudimentary sense of life and death, good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. Of course, that would be a line or several lines for Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis. So what do you say we waste no more time and get him right out of the box? All right, here we have Michael, the 1/6 scale Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers figure out of its box. I must say, this is a heavy figure. I was a little concerned before I opened it that it was going to be a very hollow body. But no, they didn't cut any corners here. Everything seems very well made. Have a look at that face. And of course, you can be the judge for yourself. That is a very nice, very, very realistic sculpt of that Michael Myers face. And I'm pleased with the sculpted hair. Very nice indeed. We're also going to be taking these clothes off because that's what I do with figure reviews. I want to see what's underneath there. Hands look like they're painted very well, as you can see. Another look. Of course, you have the split in the back of the mask. I'm hoping that you can see those eyes in there. I don't know if you can. It's so dark, huh? Let me see if I can turn it sideways so you can see it. Maybe you got to flip it upside down. Anyway, you'll have to take my word for it. There is some very nice eyes in there. There. I just had to change my camera angle so you could get a look inside. Very nice. Let's have a look at his boots there. I'm not exactly sure if that's a separate boot, but it certainly looks like a G.I. Joe style boot. I don't know if it slid onto a foot or not. We're going to find that out because, again, that's what I do here. That's a good looking boot. Really is. Great looking jumpsuit. Very well made. Almost looks like a real red cap mechanic's jumpsuit, maintenance man. And yeah. So we have 2 extra pieces here. It comes with 2 extra pieces. And that will be an extra hand for holding the knife. And it's designed, really it is bizarre, but it's designed to go like that, which is a little bizarre. But I think it can be pushed into the bottom like that. And we will swap his hand out right now. Pop the old hand off. It's on a little joint. Probably could use a little heat for sure. There we go. See, nice joints. Yeah, very nice. I'll tell you what. I'm going to take his clothes off and we'll have a closer look at the body. Okay, so this is our Michael Myers without his jumpsuit on. So he has a partial t-shirt there. It's kind of taped around his body. I'm sure they did that for production purposes. Keep things moving really fast other than trying to dress him in a t-shirt. I'm going to leave that on here, but we can get a pretty good look at this body without that, without removing that tape. So we have a shoulder joint that kind of stubborn. Let's check this one out. You don't get much movement there. And you don't want to start stressing these bodies. But as you can see, the movement I'm getting is just with natural force. And I don't want to force the issue. So I'm getting about that much back on the shoulder joint, that much forward on the shoulder joint. And it looks to me like a single joint in the elbow. It is a single joint in the elbow. You're going to have a hinge and a pin. And of course, your wrist, your hand will rotate on that pin. We have this much movement in the head. He can do the owl. It can go back. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. So go back that far, go down that far. And moving on to the crunch, we have an ab crunch. So it could pivot, not much side to side, but it will. It stays. That's the point. It stays. That's actually quite nice. And of course, you have another joint right above the waist. And then let's see what we have here. We have that much kick out. Wow, that was impressive. I wasn't expecting that. That much back, that much forward. You get a complete rotation there. Looks like we have a double jointed knee, as we do. And this body's actually quite nice. Very high quality body. And again, I don't know what's going on with the boots. I'd like to know. So let me have a look here. Okay, there. It's a boot with a white insert nylon in there. And then you have that ball joint right there. And it looks to me like very movable. So let's listen. Nice. So there, that mystery is solved for me. Yeah, very nice. Have a look at the bottom of the boot. Yeah, very nice quality figure here. And I'm telling you, at that price, if they keep this up, they will be a serious competitor to Sideshow Toys, Hot Toys. That's very nice. So, all right, so what do you say I get him back dressed and we'll go from there. Before I actually get him dressed, I want to talk about the quality of this jumpsuit. And in normal circumstances, on lesser priced toys, this would probably be a couple of seamstress snaps. You know, they make it look like there might be a zipper in there. But that's not the case here. We actually have a working zipper, which I find to be such a high quality item. You know, going the extra mile. And then far as the snaps go, they're little rivet buttons, so they're non-functional, but they actually look like they could be. And you could go down to the wrist here too and find the same rivets. And no, they don't unsnap, so they're just kind of riveted together. But nice rear pockets. And yeah, so let's get this guy dressed again, and then we'll continue. All right, so we took a good look at this figure and its body and the quality of its clothing. And we got his collar up. Yeah, I think that kind of looks good. But I think for, if you're going to display this, displaying him with the knifed hand instead of this hand, I think is much nicer. I actually like the collar being up too. Well, in closing, I'll tell you, I really like this figure. It's got a body that's comparable to some Hot Toys. In fact, it's got a body better than the Phasma, Star Wars Hot Toys Phasma figure that I reviewed some time back. That was a very cheap, hollowed body. And that's kind of what my fear was when I ordered this for 120 bucks, that it was going to have a hollow body. But that's not the case. Very substantial body, and very happy with this. And so, yeah, in closing, 120 bucks, you better go out and get yourself some. At least one. Because this is a collectible figure for any Michael Myers fan. Yeah. So anyway, stay tuned. Got a review coming up on the Michael Myers knife from Trick or Treat Studios right after this. All right, moving right along to the Halloween 1978 Trick or Treat Studios butcher knife. It's all made of plastic. You see the chrome in there. The night he came home. I'm just reading. And it says contains sharp points. Although it's plastic, don't go plunging it at anybody. So anyway, let's get this out of the box and have a look. Alright, so got it out of its sleeve. And you can see a nice little silhouette of Michael Myers there. And nice big butcher knife there. It's all made of plastic. However, I will tell you that it's a sandwiched plastic, which means the blade runs right through. Two pieces of other plastic, which is painted like wood, with some simulated rivets to hold the handles to the blade itself. But other than that, I mean, what a nice prop for Halloween. You might scare some people walking around with this. I mean, it's awfully shiny compared to regular butcher knives, but that's what they try to convey in the first film. They had a shine on that blade. And again, this is the 1978 Michael Myers butcher knife. And I know they sell other products like this. They have one that's washed down. It doesn't have quite the shine on it. And I know there's a scalpel available. But anyway, another nice collectible and prop from Trick or Treat Studios. I just thought I would give you a little supplemental to the figure that I did, because I have this, and I thought it would be a nice touch. Not enough for a review on its own, but very cool. Very sturdy. Feels pretty substantial. So, hey, thanks for watching my videos. Hollow Up out.